packaging, and I won't mention their name, but they're for Whole Foods, and they really said, we won't take your tomatoes unless they're in clamshell. So we said no. That's why it works, right there. 2 people touch the tomato, maybe, and it's 40 minutes old. You grow anything you want. We just try it, figure out how to do it better. There's some inside growing work on some aquaculture things. By the way, the farm kit, for those that were interested, the building, it's got a poured pad that drains, perfect for aquaculture, anytime. There's like 400 or 500 restaurants now on our list that all take it. So. And then ultimately, we're planners. I have a planning degree, I'm a statistician, we're GIS people and all that stuff. So we have this thing called the community food fraction that we do. Because everybody wants to know, all the developers in the room say, well, yeah, what's the absorption of the food like? Absorption is a real estate term. How fast am I going to sell the lot? Well, absorption works for food too. So we actually said, well, let's figure that out. So we actually take census data, all the calories, the community food fraction. We create a whole algorithm. The denominator is the food, the caloric need for that piece of geography. Some county, whatever. The numerator is the same, is the number of calories that are generated inside the same piece of geography. If you want a measure of sustainability, that's it. If you can get to 50%, if you can get to 35% of a community food fraction, everything changes. There's jobs, there's less infrastructure, there's more green space, all that happens. It's pretty interesting. It's also a job creation. All right. Oh, that was it. Sorry, wrong line. Education. We do all kinds of classes. It's an education deal. If you're trying to find 30 million farmers, guess what? They're not coming out of the last million that are left. They're all people that are doing other things now and want to become farmers. And we have lots of them. I can tell you the most heartwarming thing about the whole deal is I get 5 emails a day now from people. Oh, you're creating farmers. I just got one when I was sitting in the audience a minute ago. Some guy says, hey, I want to be a farmer. This is about water. We save water. Killer. If you were going to actually save water, this is kind of an interesting deal from a whole country standpoint, and particularly from the West. If you're going to save water, which one of those would you work on? Which slice would you work on? Right? The ag. We got to create more calories from less water. Same thing. That's the planner that I was talking about. She's out weeding. And that, by the way, the guy standing in the pool is the vice president of HDR. Okay, transdisciplinary nature. What do we need to eat? And more importantly, where do we need to eat it? Where? How do we get land there? How do we get water there? How do we get labor there? And how do we grow it there? So, I know it's really cute, and yes, they're my boys. The really dumb thing is that they're in high school now. But nobody wants me to take a picture out because it's so cute. So, but ultimately, we need to connect more of the population to the land and the source of the food. That's really critical, both directions. Agriculturists need to learn to talk to the population that are eating their products. And she said, the most interesting thing I've heard is the predecessor speech to mine, she doesn't know who made her clothes. She doesn't know who made her food. She doesn't know who made the clicker. And I can tell you, she'll never know who makes the clicker. We don't live in a world like that anymore. There's no reason you can't know who makes your food and potentially your clothes. It's absolutely possible. We need to teach our kids to know about the land even if it's only a quarter acre. And it's not necessarily the size of the farm, it's the quality of the products and the margins on the revenue. That's it. Quality farming, not quantity. And I don't know if you know, but if you sign the license agreement for Microsoft PowerPoint, you're required to have a Jefferson quote in it. You guys are all breaking the rules.